Hi everybody and welcome back to 2Be Like Christ. In today's video I want to discuss with you 3 different tools to make your Bible study more effective. So I've got 3 tools for you today, 2 of which are going to make your Bible study more effective, and the third one's actually going to help with your prayer life and being more effective, and in just giving you a broader understanding of Christianity on a global scale in general. The first tool that I have for you is actually a result of the way that I used to study. This here is my old King James Bible, and as you can see, this Bible is split up verse by verse. All the verses begin on the left side of the page. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with a Bible like this. I still study out this book all the time. But what I found is that it's very difficult for me to pick up on the context and the streams of thought that flow through the entire books that the author is trying to get across to the people that he's reading when I use a Bible like this. And so one way that I've really improved my vision of the context is by switching over to this Bible. In recent years, I know that many Bibles have actually moved away from that format, that choppy format, and moved to more of a paragraph style, but kept the verse numbers within that paragraph. This Bible, which is the tool I want to share with you, actually takes it one step further by removing the verse numbers altogether. And so you can see in this block of text that there are chapter numbers. There's one there. But there are no verse numbers. And so what you get is one continuous paragraph, one continuous reading without any kind of distractions. And if you think about it, this is the way that the original readers would have read the letter. When I sit down and write a letter to somebody, I don't put in chapter 1 or this is verse number 5. It's one continuous piece that's intended to be read that way. And so this really helps me to kind of find those thoughts and ideas that the author wanted the readers to pick out originally. The second tool that I have for you is actually one that will help to improve your prayer life and your global understanding of Christianity. If you're interested in being a missionary, or maybe you hope to go on a short mission trip someday and you need to plan on where you're going, or perhaps you never plan on being a missionary, but you still want to have a better prayer life and to pray for the nations around the world, which should be everybody, then this is a great resource for you. This book is called Operation World, the Definitive Prayer Guide to Every Nation. This is the 7th edition. It's done by this guy named Jason Mandrick. And he has compiled a book that must have taken him forever to create. And the idea behind this book is that it gives you a list of every nation in the world and then details about those nations, including the population, the ethnicity of the people that live there, the economy, the politics, and the main focus is religion and Christianity. This book is so useful in so many ways, but one of my favorite ways is that if you're planning to be a missionary, like I am eventually, this is a great place to start to begin thinking about where should I go? What nations around the world need missionaries the most? Which nations need the gospel the most? Where's the gospel growing? Where isn't the gospel growing? Another great feature that I love about this book is the fact that there's a calendar in here that actually helps you to pray for every nation in the world in 1 year. So it gives you the list on a particular day of what nations you need to pray for, and then you pray for them. And it would be a great addition if you are already doing something like a daily Bible study where you're going to read through the Bible in 1 year. You could just add this right along. Now, it's not just a prayer like in general for Botswana or for Vietnam or China or whatever. This book goes further in depth in a couple sections. The first section is called Challenges to Prayer. And this gives several bullet points of difficulties or struggles that the church is facing and the spread of the gospel of Christ is facing in that particular nation. Political, geographical, cultural, whatever. The second section is one called Answered Prayers. And that's exactly what it sounds like. It's a list of things to go back and thank God for that are happening or have happened in that nation that have contributed to the spread of the gospel or have helped the church to grow. The third resource I want to share with you is probably the best, and it's the best not only because it's free and I'll show you how to get it, but also because if there's one thing that you can have as a companion to your Bible that'll help you to understand what on earth you're reading, I think it's this resource. And so let me show you. We'll have to go to my computer to do it. Welcome to the computer. Hello there. What I want to show you is one of the most valuable resources that you can have in Bible study, and that is a good Bible atlas. Now, I don't want to show you how to go to Barnes & Noble and spend $50 or $60 on a nice laminated Bible atlas. I want to show you how to get one for free that is an absolutely excellent one. So what you do is you go to the Google, the source of all knowledge in the universe, and you type in Access Foundation Bible Atlas, and I'll put the link in the description below. Press enter. You'll find a PDF document here, the Bible Atlas by Access Foundation. Click it, and it will take you directly to a PDF document that is housed on the web that you can download if you would like. Now, this is one of the best atlases that I have ever seen, and part of the reason for that is because there's probably 150 different maps, and it's divided into chapters based on time period. And so this first chapter is the face of the ancient Near East. So we're talking Abraham's time and a little bit after that. Second chapter, natural regions of Palestine. And so there's maps for all kinds of things. There's maps for geography and topography, or how the land goes up and down, or lakes, seas, whatever. There's also cutouts like you see here. One great way to help you understand what's going on in the Old Testament especially is to understand the elevations of the Jordan River. And so here's a cutout of the Jordan River basin and the Salt Sea. This is a map of just one particular city. All kinds of stuff in here. And you can learn a ton if you'll just take an hour or 2 hours, or when you open your Bible, have this right beside it and look up all the places that it mentions. You'll get a much deeper, richer understanding of what you're studying. So you go all the way to the bottom. I don't know what this is, Paul's missionary journeys or something like that. This is the Roman Empire in the early 2nd century. That looks like the temple construction, temple layout. So you get the idea. All kinds of resources, great stuff, totally free. So those are just 3 tools that you can use to help with your Bible study and your prayer life. I hope you find them as effective as I've found them and as helpful. If you want any of those, I've linked them down in the description below, so you don't have to go digging for them. You just click that link and it'll take you directly to them. If you found this video helpful, watch our other videos. And if you like the channel, subscribe. We do new content 5 days a week, and so there'll always be something new. And if you have an idea for a video, submit it down in the comments below. So subscribe, like, comment, and we'll get back to you, and we'll see you later. Thanks.